Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Eni Suwandarsih from 6B. Okay, today I want to explain about dismantling the deconstruction theory of Jacques Derrida by Christopher Norris. Periodization of the development of philosophical history. There are three chapters in the common philosophy. First, philosophy in ancient Greece dominated by rationalism. Number two, the middle century was dominated by Christianity and the philosophy of the modern century was dominated by rationalism. At the time, there was a new type of philosophy that referred to as contemporary philosophy. This fourth period is called postmodern philosophy, also known as philosophy. The next is a glimpse of the history of Western philosophy. In conjunction with Western philosophy, the term modern contemporary dot against Immanuel Kant's criticism of saints or saints. He was the first philosopher that systematically criticized knowledge and he wanted to leave the use of reason dogmatically uncritical. Okay, next is contemporary uses of Western philosophy. Number one, in this writing, Bambang Sugiharto discussed three major uses facing contemporary philosophy, namely the uses of the end of philosophy, pluralism in terms of rationality and language games, and the death of epistemologies. Number two, the first question in philosophy about the end of philosophy or the demonstration of philosophy in Derrida's view departs from the inability of philosophy in explaining the uses of design and science. Derrida's theory of deconstruction was originally used by Heidegger, witnessed that construction in philosophy itself must simultaneously describe and deconstruction of traditional concepts in the way that is the return to tradition. According to Sugiharto, deconstruction is usually formulated as a way or method of reading the text of the most important element of the philosophical framework, which he understands as a way or method of reading deconstruction fully. This understanding is in line with Derrida's destructive the theory of a margin of philosophy that say that behind the philosophy the text there is not a void, but the text of another network of forces whose reference center is unclear. In another work, the position semantic theory of Derrida's deconstruction consists of three steps. First, identifying oppositional hierarchy in texts that usually have systematically privileged terminology. The two opposition are reversed by showing interdependence between the opposite and proposing privilege reverse. The third introduction and the new term or idea that cannot be included in the old category. Until here, it appears that according to Derrida's understanding, that the question of philosophy is always related to metaphorical system evolved from his words. If only one could reduce all metaphors to the metaphor principle, then there would be no more true metaphors other than the basic metaphors. In this deconstruction theory, Derrida shows the weakness of speech to refer meaning by using the word differs with the word differs, derived from the word differs, which includes three meanings, namely, number one, the differ, the distinguish or not equal in the basic properties. Number two, differ, to disseminate, distribute. Number three, to differ, to delay. Conclusion: understanding the three contemporary uses in Western philosophy seems to be the most important problem facing Western philosophy. Is the inability of human rationality to describe its own problems from the limitations of conceptual language and factual logic that are usually described through literal and metaphorical language. Therefore, Derrida's deconstruction concept seems to only help provide a veil of philosophical depth, rationally, wisdom, and epistemology tension. Okay, thank you guys for your watching and goodbye.